Hey guys, it's Dave from MortgageGuy.com, and in this video I'm going to break down my rate prediction and what we should and can expect when it comes to rates through 2023 and into 2024 and even possibly past that. But before I do, please subscribe to my YouTube channel to keep up with more videos like this. So at the filming of this video, we're roughly in August of 2023, right? Interest rates are in that 7%, mid-high 6 range, possibly even past the 7s.
It just depends on the situation.
Where are rates gonna go from here? And so what I wanna do is I wanna go over my prediction, my thoughts. I'm also gonna go over a lot of other experts' opinions and thoughts too, right? So you can walk away with what you think is going to happen.
Let's go!
Everybody had a prediction going into the summer of 2023 and nobody was correct. Rates were supposed to start to decrease into the summer and they did the opposite. They started to increase, completely throwing everything out of whack. So take loan officers and experts' opinions on rates into account that this is purely a guess at this point, right? You can go over some thoughts, but in general, nobody knows. So it's something that we're all gonna have to monitor. So Goldman Sachs coming out and saying that they believe the Fed will start to cut rates second quarter of 2024. I do believe that. I do believe that the Fed will start to cut rates slowly at first. Keep in mind, the Fed rate is not the mortgage interest rate, but it does influence it. So you will see, I believe, going into second quarter, closer to the summer, that the Fed will start to lower that. I think there's a couple things to keep in mind here. We're gonna have a re-election in 2024, right? Or an election. The party that's in currently is going to want to start aggressively reducing the Fed rate to make the economy look stronger going into that re-election. Now, if they get re-elected or a new party comes in, that could affect what rates do after the election also. So something to keep in mind. So I have said, and I believe, the rates are going to start to slowly improve going into the summer of 2024. I believe we'll be more going in that 6 range through to the mid 5s maybe by the end of the summer. Something along those lines. So some real great improvement there. Where do I think rates will go past that? I think eventually, possibly into the summer of 2025, that you'll see rates get more in that 4 range, that mid 4 range, to even possibly lower 5, right? A great range historically where it should be. And I think you'll see rates stay in that range. Piggybacking on that, where do I think rates are going to be through 2023?
Where?
We're going to stay in this same range, that 6 to 7 range throughout. I don't think you're going to see any type of improvement until that second quarter, pre-summer 2024. So those are my thoughts and predictions. Let's break down what other people are saying. The Mortgage Bankers Association is predicting that the average interest rate will be 5.9 in the fourth quarter of 2023. I don't think that's even remotely going to happen. I think they're being overly aggressive to make it seem better than what it's going to be. And then they expect it to go to 4.9 in quarter 4 of 2024. I think that has maybe a little bit better of a shot, but I still think that's way too aggressive. Economists at Morningstar projected that the average 30-year mortgage would be more in that 6.25 range in 2023, and then going to 5% in 2024, 4% in 2025. That's very vague, but that's following a little bit along the lines of what I'm saying. Goldman Sachs thinks we're going to be closer to 6.4 in 2023. We already are in that range. And then in 2024, going to be closer to 5.9 as an average for the year. So some of these predictions are super vague.
That sounds vague, but okay.
On their averaging or guessing an average for the entire year. National Association of Realtors expecting to be around that 6.4 by the end of 2023, and then more in that 6% range in 2024. Again, an average. Morgan Stanley thinks it's going to be closer to 6% in 2024. Moody's thinks it's going to be closer to 6.5 through 2023. Realtor.com thinks we're going to be more in that 6.1 range in 2024. So some improvement, again, an average, right? And then Fannie Mae thinks we're going to be averaging 6.6 in the fourth quarter in 2023. They think we're going to go to 5.9 in quarter 4 of 2024. And then averaging for 2024 is going to be 6.1. Universally, everybody knows rates are going to improve. That again, you're going to see the summer of 2024. Now, if you're watching this video, this is my prediction, you're a buyer on the fence or a seller and not knowing, why would I not just wait? Here's the thing, we have an inventory problem. There's not enough homes. This may not get solved for quite some time. So these higher interest rates are your friends because many buyers are staying on the sidelines and not getting in because the rate is scaring them. Or maybe they can't afford the payment as is. If you can, there's deals out there, right? You can negotiate for seller contribution more times than before. And when rates improve, obviously refinance at that time. And again, you'll be monitoring rates, and I'm doing this for my clients now. We're going to be monitoring rates for buyers that we're closing now to see where rates go. What you don't want to do is as soon as they improve a little bit, refinance right away. Watch where rates go and then try to refinance closer to where the bottom is. Work with a lender who's watching this stuff and monitoring it for you, like myself, so that way when the right time comes and I feel like we've hit a floor, then we're going to be refinancing a lot of people, not just jumping the gun to refinance them right away when it's not in their best interest versus waiting maybe a couple months longer. So there you go. Those are my rate predictions for through 2023 and going into 2024 and even going into 2025. Stay tuned. Call or email if you need anything. Comment down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and stick around for this next video. I think you're going to like it. Thanks, guys.